There we go. Alright. Stream is good. And we're 49 seconds in. Great. Let's see my chat. Pop the chat out. That way you can see what's going on. Alright. Cool. Right. So, the weekend is here, and I'm a tiny little bit exhausted because I've been looking after my son who's been in hospital last night. So I've been wanting to do this for a while, stream dreams, but I've been away, so I'm back now. So we're going to try and do it. So let's actually let's have a look at this. Let's have a look at main menu. My preferences. That's display. That's cool. Controls. We've got a lot of controls. Socials not there. Content's not there. Have we got any audio controls? Doesn't look like it. Options menu. Recenter. Open mode. Move. Blah blah blah. View credits. Thank you for playing the Dreams beta. Alright, he has got credits. That is cool. Emojis provided by Joy Pixels. Additional sound languages by Boom Library. Oh, interesting. Fortran. Okay, cool. Let's get going and just do some dream surfing to start off with. Now I saw this on Twitter late last night. That's great. I wonder if I can take my glasses off. There we go. That'll do. It's quite nice. Nice slow pushing. Wow, 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 wow. I like. Continue. What else we got? Oh, this Skyro the Griffin, the Crystal Collection Showcase. So this looks amazing too. Let's just show you a little bit more about all this, and I'll just check my notifications as well. Mushrooms, Crash Space Pod. What's that then? So people can share. People can share things if they give you permission to. Air hockey, Blade Runner. What's that? Blade Runner flight test. Oh, I think I know what that is. This is our kind of this is my little space, my little home space editor, and this is my Connie. This is my Connie. My Connie. It's my world. There's Connie. And we can edit our space. We can make it. We can kind of bring. There's prizes, which we've got. That's the lovely heart, and we'll slap that heart down all over the shop. We can make it bigger. We can, let's put just splash it all over the place. Hearts. Oh, if I don't like it, I can just undo. I should cancel stamp. Can I move? I can move it. There we go. Perfect. What other kind of stuff that we've got? So we've got a flower sticker, all these kind of beautiful stickers. Stuff. More Connies. I wonder how many Connies we can have. Text search. Alright. Can I bring my stuff in? I don't know if I can. Blip, 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 blip. Oh, what is all this? All the stairs. So you could make a crazy kind of palace. I suppose, which might be a kind of a neat little challenge. Burp. But I digress. Main menu. 3 areas: dream surfing, dream shaping, and the community jam, which is kind of, you know, you can kind of go in there and look at Hall of Fame and look at what kind of people did. Robots, tropical islands, New Year's celebration, winter holiday scene, winter holiday music, tropical islands, and we can sort of see who did what, who won what. So there's a bronze, a gold, and a silver, I suspect. Look at the robots. Yep. Curiosity won that one. Take part as a creator, so you can actually kind of put yourself, you can make something and put it in there. So let's go to dream surfing. And I'm upstairs at the moment. Family are downstairs. We're looking at most recent. We want. Can I easily clear the tags? We want a showcase, maybe. So you can kind of say, you can kind of go back and say, I want a game, and it give us games down the bottom. Or we can say, I want it to be a story, be kind of like a film type thing. Tool in Time, what's that one? Head Plant. Oh, this one looks good. Oh. So we can watch things, we can kind of, yeah, it's a film. Hello, Elliot Woof Woof. Blimey. Blimey O'Reilly. That person looks a bit grumpy, to be fair. It's sandstorms. It's my first ever time watching this. Well, hopefully I'll do it justice. I'm gonna stream for a little bit upstairs, kind of looking at some stuff. I'm all right. Django was poorly last night. My son, who's 11 years old, was poorly last night. We actually rushed him to hospital in the middle of the night, and so we have none of us have had any sleep. So I'm a bit tired. Let's get out of this and let's show you some really cool stuff in Dreams. Alright, let's show you like the best. The bestest stuff. Sorting and filtering. Recommended. Let's go. Right. What people have made. So Dreams, for those of you who are kind of interesting, is Media Molecule's new game platform. It's a game, you can make films with it, you can kind of make mini games, you can make sculptures, you can kind of create art, you can create music. It is pretty epic. It's going to be exclusive for the PlayStation 4, so this is the beta, and the beta's trundling along until next Monday. Yeah, this Monday, I think. So everybody's going to have a go. So I'm going to start with Dream Surfing first and sort of show you sort of really cool stuff. So this is like I suppose like a test, like a kind of a the Clover. I was subscribed to you 4 years ago. Welcome aboard. I haven't done anything on the channel for a long time, so I might do more of this stuff. But first of all, I want to show you this. And we see I'm actually a robot. Yep, 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 yep. Whee! Dreams allows us to build amazing environments. It has a character development component to it. It's got a lot of logic and game components as well, and we can and it lets anybody with reasonable modicum of skill to create, or even no skill at all, and I'm certainly not skilled at all in the game stuff, to kind of create amazing stuff. So that's what it looks like. That's by X Disarm Pro X. So you've got things like that. Let's do something really simple. To... Oh, this is nice actually. Marvellous. Marvellous. Hello everybody. I want to subscribe. Then oh, I'm already subscribed. Well, welcome along. Let's do a new game. Let's see where I end up. So this might smell familiar. So someone's made a a hedgehog styled game. Except I'm not a hedgehog. I'm a blue ball. We've got to watch out for those IP issues. Okay, so here we go. There's a button. Can I press the button? Yeah, I pressed the button. That's cool. Okay, cool. So I'm just going to roll forward. Oh, very clever. Close. And then I think I have to go back here. I've made the next checkpoint. I know this because I've played this level for hours already, which just shows you how good it is. How do I get up there? Oh yeah, sausage. You didn't you used to play like Minecraft with Stampy? I did. Yes, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's introduce myself. My name is Adam Clarke, otherwise known as Wizard Keen. I used to play with Stampy on a show we like to call Wonder Quest. So, oh my gosh, no, no, that was awful. Right, anyway, so that's another game. So it can create games, which is awesome. It can also create sculptures and other bits and pieces. Oh, the encounter's good. Oh, this was... There's so many good things. In fact, there's so many good things. You just got to tell me when to stop. And weird things. That's very weird. Oh, this is good. Check this out. So, someone made this. Keen used to make... Yeah. That's how I know you. That's it. So you can draw and paint and kind of create inside a dream, which is pretty epic. Let me show you what that looks like. So if we go to dream shaping, let's look at my creations. Let's start something from fresh. A sculpture, I think. And we end up in a sort of space like this. With... It does look cool, doesn't it? Yeah. So it looks... This is the kind of space. We've got... It's a sort of an empty, weird space. I've got a little imp here. And that's attached to my DualShock controller. Okay. And I can press with my R2 button. And I can kind of sculpt with it. I can make kind of shapes. Blub, 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 blub. Splodge, 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 splodge. Okay. So I'm splodging things around. If I don't like it, I can kind of just undo all this. Okay, good. Let's get my materials back. Let's get a sphere. And I can increase the size. Okay. I can also, up here, I can change the colour of it. So we might want like a big kind of red sphere. We can also change the finish of it. So if we want it to be really kind of like shiny metal, dunk. There it is. Beautiful shiny metal. So let's start with some shiny metal, and I'll show you some other cool tricks. So we've got all these tools. So at the moment we're in something called smear shape, which is great. You kind of splodge things around. So I can make this down here, and I can kind of like bloop, smear it across the whole area, which is okay. We can also, but my favourite one is stamp, because you can kind of go boom, and you stamp it into place, and you can kind of stamp other bits to it as well. Okay, and it's much more controlled. But another really cool thing is over here you see this kind of like edit shape, and we click that, and we can actually change the shape of our sphere, if you like. Okay, so we can make it a bit more egg or ovally shaped. We've also got these kind of range of tweaks up at the top, so we can actually put a hole in it, and we can look, There's my hole. So it can be like that, I suppose. A bit odd. We can make it into a kind of a quarter egg cup thing. Oh my gosh, stampy long head. So that's quite lovely. We can kind of come out there, and then I can kind of splat that around the map too. Another really cool thing, if we go back to our kind of edit shape tool, is we can change the blend amount. So I'm going to put it up to about half. Okay. Alright, stamps. This beautiful Saturday morning, and now look what happens. It kind of blobs in. Look at that. Blip. It kind of blobs in. Let's zoom in a little bit so you can kind of see this, how this blobs in. Actually, let's go back to, let's sort of stop this whole business, and we can kind of see how it kind of blobs about, which is awesome. And it's all that kind of beautiful shiny metal. Shiny metal. Look at that, beautiful. So it's a bit abstract at the moment, and I'm just sort of showing everybody. I want to show everybody tools and how it kind of works a little bit before we get kind of too stuck into cool things you can make. So that's quite nice. Blip. So if we have a look, we can kind of press square on the DualShock controller, and we can kind of change the finishes back to all sorts of things. Look at this. This is kind of like a waxy kind of finish, which is quite nice. We can also do these things called flex. Now, Zetro, I didn't go to bets this year, unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately. I was doing other things. If we zoom, well, I zoomed two in. If we zoom really into this, let's get rid of this. If we zoom really into this, you can sort of see that the entire shape is made of little flecks. I mean, from a distance, you can't really see it, you can't really tell, but it is. It's made of these kind of flecks. So there are different kind of styles of flecks, from kind of like scribble to kind of veins to splats to, it says straight there, and heavy or kind of cubist. So we can change things from that to the other. So using a variety of these things, we can kind of we can create all. People have created all sorts of amazing bits of work. So let's go and grab something. So I can actually, if you're making something, you can actually bring in, if someone's made something and shared it within the Dreams community, yeah, you can actually bring that stuff in. So let's go and grab something. So there's a zomborg, which I don't know if we should start with that. Maybe we'll start with something a bit pretty. There's some really horrific, there's some really lovely stuff. Actually, there's a pirate. Let's have a look at Crooked Anne. So here's somebody who's made a beautiful pirate. We're gonna plop her into there. I'm going to stamp her into position, and then I can actually, at the moment I'm in the editing mode, so I want to actually change from editing to play mode, and I immediately quickly go into play, and I can use my imp and I can possess the pirate girl, and I can kind of run about. So someone's actually made this character, and there are sort of character templates you can get into and quickly make as well. So she's amazing. I love the kind of, it's simple, really beautiful. Oh, sausage. She's actually working on it at the moment. So until we kind of walk, there we go. We can actually walk on my sculpture, which is pretty awesome. So maybe we'll go back into edit mode, and we'll select this one, and we'll go into edit sculpture, and let's go and grab a cube, and we'll make something for her to kind of actually walk on, which might be a bit more friendly, so she's not falling through the sky, so to speak. So we can kind of make something like this, which is kind of a bit random. Okay. Doesn't have to be. I'm not. I haven't got a plan. This all unplanned. We can also. There are lots of little mini tools here as well. So one of them is called stretch. So we can stretch all the shapes we kind of start to paste down, which is really awesome. Which gives us a lot of control about how we might want to change the look of something or the style of something in the future. Boop. Bibbidi bibbidi boop. Can I do that? There's a really... It takes, and I'm not going to lie, it takes a little bit of time to kind of figure all this stuff out. But there's a lovely bit of tutorial stuff that you can kind of get in the middle, at the beginning, and it's very kid friendly, which is useful for me because obviously I kind of like kid friendly stuff, and I need that kind of hand holding right at the beginning of something to be able to understand it. But once you do get into it, it's quite fun to kind of monkey about. And some professional artists have done some incredible work. I'll sort of demonstrate a little bit later on. So I'll be doing a couple of streams today and a couple of streams tomorrow as well. Because I think Monday is when the beta ends. And I'm not sure if I can carry on streaming after that. So we shall see. What is this game? Zicho asks. This game is called Dreams, and it's a beta. It's not actually out yet. It's coming out, and it's made by Media Molecule, the people who made Little Big Planet and Tearaway. They've made a kind of a gaming platform. Now, Stampy said, "Do you have a favourite dream that you found while surfing?" And I kind of do. So let's just exit this creation. I don't have to save it. And let's go into Dream Surfing. I'm going to show you what Dream Surfing is. So again, this is the kind of... This is my home space. This is my little Connie. Hello. And we've got a home space editor, which means we can kind of edit this space. So our main menu looks at Dream Surfing, Dream Shaping, which we were just doing, and there's a community jam to sort of get the community. But to be honest, the community are off. They're doing it. So there's a couple of things that I like doing. First of all, this is kind of my Dream Surfing, and we start with probably what is the most liked. Let's go right back to the beginning and I'll show you how it kind of works. So Media Molecule obviously putting their stuff right at the beginning. They've got three things there: Dreamiverse Dash, and Media Molecule Arcade, and there's kind of some arcade games in here as well. And then they've got an art gallery to kind of inspire people and get people going. There's a sorting and filter area up here. And what we've got is starred is most recommended, or I'm always go to most recent, because I think that's the kind of... I want to see what people have done, most recently. And there's also most liked as well. So most liked, we can kind of see all the popular stuff. There is some, this one I think is one of my most favourite stamps. So let's go and play this. And I saw this on the internet and on Twitter. The artist on Twitter, and he was kind of like, people were like, "Wow, it's so amazing! Is it going to become something else? Is it going to be? Are you going to make a game out of it?" And he said, no, I was just practicing. I was just sort of seeing how cool it was, and what I could do with it. So that's how I did it. So he made this beautiful kind of sculpture that is also interactive. So if we look on the right, we can see that we've got some instructions, and we can kind of change, and it's a little puzzle, so we can kind of start to unlock it. So let's click that into place. Okay, that looks about right. Go to the next one. It's not right. That looks about right, and then we'll go to the inside one and lock it all around. And we've opened it up. Boom! There we go. Yes, I have played the room, and it's lovely. I mean, this is somebody practicing. This is somebody kind of just getting to the grips with some of the tools and seeing what they can kind of do. So we can kind of go continue, and let me show you what else is here. So although that's our kind of front page, and that you can put the screenshot in the back, and you can kind of title it with a different type of typeface. But if we slide over to the right, we can see that they've added some descriptions, and also we can see how many people have played it, and what the subcategory. So it is a game. It's single player. And we've got some tags in here as well. There's some photos that he's probably done, and then we got comments. So amazing, thumbs up, versions and releases. We can kind of see that, and also we can see something called genealogy. Now, genealogy is really interesting because it means that you can, if you've used other people's stuff in your game, which you can remix other people. So, for example, I made a mushroom, unsurprisingly, and people have used that mushroom in lots of different maps that they've made and kind of activities. So let's have a look at the genealogy and find out what's in there. Oh, it's been contents there used in. So it's been used in a few different things. Remixed. No remixes. Because you can actually say whether it is to be remixed or not. And then we've got similar creations as well. Disarm Pro is horrifyingly talented, and we'll have a look at their stuff in a bit. So there's things like that. There's kind of experiences which are kind of rooms that you can kind of wander through. There are a few pinball games that people have made. Yeah. Oh yeah, let's have a look. See if we can find pinball. So Stamps, have you had a go at it? Have you got yourself a go on it? Neon Pinball, I like. There were a couple that I kind of liked. Oh, I haven't played that one yet, or maybe I have. Pew pew pew. Come on. Pinballs are quite easy. Oh man, to make anyway. And also the music is really cool as well. Oh right, okay. We'll have to go up to Guildford, Stamps, next time I'm down. I actually tried to go to Guildford a couple of weeks ago. But the snow in the south was like, it's snowing in the south, and people were like, it's the apocalypse, the end of times. So they cancelled, and I was like, all right. So I'm going to go again. Maybe we can all go together. It might be fun. Okay, let's get out there. Let's have a look. See what else is. There's some really lovely. Like if we go to Dream Shaping, right, and let's go to sort of my creations and just start from fresh, and just get into sculpture mode, and get out of sculpture mode in a way. Okay, and then go to search. You can actually find loads of stuff. There's somebody made the PlayStation 4 controller. Let me show you what that looks like. So let's bring it a bit closer to us. Check this out. So that's pretty lovely. I'm going to just move it around so it's sort of flat like that. So when I can grab something with my left L2 trigger and rotate it around its sort of grab axes, and if I want to move it I can grab my R2 trigger. Now the harder I press it, so I'm pressing it really lightly, that's sort of soft. If I hold it down really solidly, then you can move it down. So there's a learning curve about how hard you press things, or how soft you, or how gently you kind of press things though as well. But that's pretty good. Let's have a look at that in game. So if we go into play mode, grab the touchpad. Alright, so I'm actually moving the touch. I'm actually grabbing it. Look, so wherever I'm pressing, it's doing the same thing. It's kind of clever. Let's delete it. What else have we got? What other kind of cool... I mean, look at this! Alright, let's stamp that in. I don't know quite where it is. Oh, there it is. Whoa. I don't know where I'm sort of stuck in something. There it is. Okay, so it's on top of something. So that's pretty epic looking. Let's have a look at play mode. I wonder if we can possess it. No, it's just a model. But that is extraordinary. Look at the detail on that. Little barnacles and stuff. So the patience and the sort of skill that people have got to in the kind of month that this has been in beta, and it is only still in beta, so it's not the final game. There were a few tutorials on it, but not that many. So although there's dream sharing, you can actually find a lot more content just by kind of like hunting through what people have published and finding kind of cool stuff that way, like this cool car. And they've added not only the car but also the background, so let's just stamp that in. And again, I'm like, where is it? And I'm sort of in it. That's the thing. So let's move out of the car. Again, I don't quite know where it is. So what I tend to do is I tend to just go into play mode. Oh, there it is. Ah, and there's a camera movement as around here. So they've added all that kind of stuff in to the edit. Use your imp to interact with the vehicle from the door handles to the headlights switch. I've tried to make things very interactive. So from the door handles, let's try it. Can we open the door? Oh my gosh, we can. Look at that. Oh, that is awesome. Oh my gosh. So yeah, portal button next to it. Yeah, yeah, I mean, they've said that the VR stuff currently doesn't work, and I can understand why. It's because some of the buttons that are kind of baked into that VR experience are currently cross-baked into the some of the ways that that Dreams use them. So they've got to find a way of. There's portal buttons here. Yeah. All right, that's excellent. So they can. So I mean, here's the thing. So people have already made Portal. People have already started making kind of other games that you know, maybe would have IP issues and things like that. But then again, there's a lot of original content in there too. So let's delete the whole of that and go back here. So this is my kind of favourite activity when I'm just thinking, oh man, Donut and Dave. Let's have a look at Donut and Dave. Let's stick them in. So they're way down here. What on earth is going on there? Okay, so let's go in play mode. Let's possess Dave. Hey, come, follow me. Let's jump over here. Come on, Dave. Jump. Over the boxes. So this is an example of like so someone's added a camera, and so we can't move in the X and Y, but we can move in the in the Z. Wow. But that's cool, isn't it? So there we go. Let's delete all that. So people are really having. I mean, there's some stuff which is like I don't quite know. Look at this. Look at the detail in that. I mean, it's amazing. When someone makes a level based on Roblox. yes. Well, here's the thing. So, all right, we've got a stuck camera, so that's quite nice. This is like the hero shot of this this big axe, beautiful axe. Yes, it's very meta, totally full of strange meta. I think it's pretty. It's pretty. Oh, and then there's all the music. What is going on to this person? I'm a bit nervous about what this is. Okay. This is like a little mini film that I can stamp into my own work, which is pretty amazing. Oh my gosh, it's horror, but also quite cartoony. Warning, breach! Foreign body, too right. It's heading into your brain, my friend. It's a little drool out of his mouth. Beautiful. Right. Oh man. Oh well. Here's an early thing. I thought this is amazing. Oops. I might have crashed it. I think I might have crashed Dreams, which isn't surprising. Yeah, it's very it's the creation, don't save. It's very speedy. There's no lag in it at all. Let's show you some of the stuff I kind of got up to. So here's the thing. So this is my second go at it. So I was involved in the alpha of Dreams, and that was pretty much only Sony people. and I created loads of stuff there, and I was like, wow, this is amazing. And then they opened up the second lot, and I wasn't involved. So I've created some stuff. Here's a mushroom, for example. Let's view my mushroom. Beautiful mushroom. So there we go. Beautiful. Exit, and we can kind of see people have used my mushroom in there. Oh, mycoidal stroll. Let's have a look at that. Bink, and let's view mycoidal stroll. Hello. Oh, this is awesome. This is like, so obviously people have made mushrooms everywhere. Whee! I'm a mushroom. And someone made a level just out of all the mushrooms that have been made on Dreams, which is obviously my favourite place. So, whee! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I'm just going up continually. So there you go, dreamy, beautiful. Exactly. So that's how you can kind of find things out. So we've got versions and releases. We've got genealogy, so we can kind of see it's been used in mycoidal stroll, and then we can kind of look at sort of similar creations as well. The Tyrannosaurus is awesome, so I can possess the Tyrannosaurus. Hello, I'm a Tyrannosaurus. No, turn around. I'm a Tyrannosaurus. Yes. We can actually put the... I mean, I'm just jogging his head up and down at the moment. So you can puppeteer this stuff, or you can actually connect the microphone that's in your DualShock to open and close the jaw while you're actually puppeteering. Is that right? That's correct. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And you up there. And you over there. So let's turn around. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, animals, minerals, and vegetables. Not that I eat vegetables. No, I don't. I eat meat, like maybe a ton of it every hour if I can. So it's pretty mad. It's pretty mad stuff. And I think some of the things I've got ideas about wanting to create. Actually, look at that neck. It's kind of a bit bouncy. I'm not sure. I'm not even sure how they've kind of rubberized it a little bit, because it looks and feels really, really good, really sweet. Yeah. I'm just having a read of the welcome to the stream. Yeah, welcome to the stream. Make and eat a mushroom. Yeah, let's make something. And then what I'll do is I'll head off. I mean, I'm upstairs at the moment in my office, and on my DualShock. So downstairs I've got my my Move controllers and my camera, and that's where I can. I love using those kind of tools. So let's go into my creations and start from fresh. And we'll make a sculpture. Okay, so we'll start with a sphere, and we're going to have and I like using that stamp shape, and let's make it kind of like, let's make it red, and what do we want it to be? Kind of not metal, kind of a bit waxy. Where's the sort of, there's a shiny wax or a rough metal, or I suppose it would be a rough wax. So let's push it up like that, just splodge it in. And then we can go into another shape. And what we're really after is maybe like a cube or something like that. And if I press triangle, it sort of subtracts from there. And if I go to edit shape and make sure that the blend amount is turned a little bit on, not too much, then it'll be a kind of a softish blend on that as well. Make it really, really, really massive. But maybe that's too massive. There we go. That's a kind of mushroomy shape. What are people saying? Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Is this a PC thing? No, this is a PlayStation 4 thing, which is pretty surprising. because I'm thinking, you know, I've been hearing rumours about PlayStation 5 and all that kind of stuff. So I am surprised. Let's get. Oh, this is another. So we've got kind of like, you know, a cylinder, a sphere, a cone, a donut, otherwise known as a torus, and a filled donut. I don't quite like anyway. A wedge, a hexagon, which is awesome, like pyramids, and then a rounded cube. This is exactly what it says on the tin. And then this thing, a curve. Now curves are cool because we can go down to our edit shape. Whoop. And we can grab the curve and we kind of move it like this. And then we've got these bits in between, and you can kind of move these about. And then you can also shrink down one end, even to a sort of a sharp point, or kind of make them a bit wobbly like that. So we can kind of move this about, make it kind of an interesting thing like that, and then get out of there. And then I'm just actually going to blob it down there, and then I kind of grab it. Let's move it upside down and put it underneath my mushroom. That looks pretty good. I'm going to move it to one side because I actually want to change the colour first and paint it. So to do that, we go into our tools menu and we're going to go into the spray paint area. And at the moment, you use your spray paint, and you've got kind of like the object. You know, I've got the shape, but I want a sphere, and I want it to be kind of a pale colour. Now you can actually just use, there's colours straight away there, or otherwise you can actually use a colour picker. And the colour picker is awesome for lots of reasons, because you can just sort of go, I want to grab that colour and drag it into here, and then I want a kind of a deep colour and drag that into there, and you kind of mix these colours together a little bit into kind of like a blob like this, and then we can kind of rotate that around, so you kind of get this sort of rotated colour thingy, and you'll see what I mean in a sec. And again, this everything's got a tweak to it, a kind of a way of editing the shape. So we're going to go here, and we're going to do a soft blend, and that just means that it softly blends against the colour beneath it. So I'm painting the shape, which is great, but I want it to be a bit paler. PS4 has been getting a lot of great things that are like this lately. Yeah, it is phenomenal. I mean, I think basically this is like Media Molecule wanted to create all the experience they had with Little Big Planet, and they wanted to do kind of pretty much the same thing with Dreams. So they've created something that can create games for them, which is pretty amazing. Let's pop that in there. And now you see it's got that sort of soft blend, so I'm going to, and you can hear the kind of the spray. Spray, spray, spray. Spray, spray, spray. And again, if you go wrong, that's not a big problem. The hardest thing is to navigate, and it's actually quite, I find it difficult to navigate with this, with the dual shock. Okay, let's get my red again, and we're gonna just put that down. We're gonna spray the top of this. Should it be red with white spots, or white with red? No, it's red with white spots, I think. Rhetorical question, ladies and gentlemen. Boop. Alright, now let's get some white in there, like so, and make it a bit more hard blend. Okay, what's that one? Opacity or opacity, depends on how you want to say it. Let's shrink that down, put a spot. Here. Spot, 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 and one more. There we go. Perfect. Now I can grab Oh, look at that. Look at it. It remembers. Okay, cool. Put that in about the middle. Right, that's good. Red with white spots, thank you. I still never played Little Big Planet. It's weird because like the first Little Big Planet 1 was great, Little Big Planet 2 was great, and I think both of them were made by Media Molecule, and then Little Big Planet 3 was made by a different company altogether, and it kind of lost some of the charm, in my opinion. Loveman says taking a break at the moment because he deserves. Yeah. He certainly does deserve a break. I want a break. Let's. Cool. Move that into the middle, like so. There is mushroom number 1. I think I'm going to flatten that down a bit. So I'm going to go back into my tools, grab my stamp shape, and maybe have a flat thing. Cylinders are always good because they've got a kind of a hard shape and also a soft shape as well. We need to make sure it's a little bit blended, not so hard that it. So just pop it up like that. And we got a lovely mushroom. So once we come out of this, then I can kind of go L1, clone it, and I can even shrink things down, so we can actually make a kind of a whole area of different mushrooms very, very quickly. And so that's one of the most amazing things about Dreams. It's once you get going and you've made a few different assets, you can kind of it's really fast. So let's grab some rocks, maybe rocks. R2 done. What have I got here? That looks awesome. So let's put that down, and we'll just make a little scene really quick. I wonder if I can rotate it. Nah, that's cool, yeah. And we can kind of. All right, cool. And then if I think, well, I want to just make that there. That looks good. Whoa. And then I'm going to just move my mushrooms into position. I'll put one there, and then I'll put one down here like this. Okay. And I think that looks pretty good. But it could do. I could kind of put that over here as well. Let's get a bit more of that, like that, and I might want to just change the look of it a little bit. I want some grass in here, I think, just to make it look a bit more interesting. So I'm going to go up here and look for grass. Rock grass, maybe just grass, not rock grass. Grass. Nature assets. Somebody very kind has put them all in a group, which is awesome. Pale spring grass, that looks nice. Oh look, little lilies and stuff. Actually, I haven't seen them before. Let's grab them. There might be too many of them. Let's pop them in just in case. Whoa. Okay, I don't know about them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just delete them. Let's go back to grass. And someone made a really nice group. So let's have a look what we've got in here. Grasses, perfect. So we can kind of zoom into this kind of area. Long grass that's moving, perfect. Let's grab this and make it a little bit bigger. And just shove some grass in the area. Sort of like that. Just to make it look a bit more natural. Boom, boom, boom. Oops, daisy. I've gone wrong. So if you go wrong, like I've just, you know, we've got some floating grass, I can kind of just grab it and pull it down. Like, there we go, perfect. Now let's see what this looks like if we play it. So to do that, I can press my options button on my controller. I go to play mode, and we can kind of see how it looks. That looks all right. Let's go back to edit mode. That's awesome. And I think waves about. So let's make things a bit wavy. So one of the kind of cool things we can kind of do here is we can... somebody has made Rick and Morty. I will find Rick and Morty in just a moment and show you that, and then I'll end the screen. So let's go grab our modes, and we got style mode, and let's make things apply fleck. Maybe it's not a star mode. Maybe it's effects mode. This is it. We want throb, maybe. Yeah, throb. Let's do a bit of throb. Apply. Is it throbbing? I don't know, but what I do notice is there's some little weird controllers around here, so I'm not too sure why. Not too sure what's going on. Are you and Stampy still friends? Yes, we are. Yeah, I think we're still friends. We have chats and play and do silly things. Let's do a couple more things, which are, you know, it's so deep, so much to show. Gadgets. Let's go to cameras and lighting. And I'm going to grab some sun and sky. And this is a little gadget you can kind of slam into the scene. And then we're going to go, we're going to open it up. At the moment, we've got kind of a nice yellow sun. But once if we go to a kind of a red sun, and it changes, let's move this over to this. You can see it sort of changes if I move the color wheel around. Oh, that was nice, isn't it? Kind of a greens and then back to yellows and stuff like that. We can make it kind of darker. We can make it kind of lighter. We can make it just whiter. And we also got, so that's the sort of sun properties, and we've got the kind of the clouds properties. So if we kind of zoom out, you can kind of have a look at the clouds in the background. We've got a sky image, and we can kind of change the shape and look of the sky image. So that's quite a nice one. Donation hype. I know. Thank you very much for the donation. I'm very touched. It is amazing. Actually, Lava Man, I'm going to show you some stuff later on, and we'll have a look at. So we can make things brighter. We've also got, I mean, one of the really cool things, we can actually add a light in. So here's my light. So I'm going to put kind of a spotlight down here. And let's go grab that. Oops, daisy. What have I done? Let's go grab this again. So I select, grab its tweak, and actually reduce this down. And the sky brightness as well, so it's all moody. And let's put the light in a little bit, and you can kind of see there's a light. Now everything's got a tweak. Deselect that, come on. Everything's got a tweak, so we can kind of go, so this is our light. Let's make the light a bit purpley, a bit moody. We can have the beam range, so we can make it kind of really go far. We can kind of the beam angle, so make it nice and wide, and also the fade angle, because it's a really soft fade on there too. And we can make it as either like a spotlight, which it is now, or kind of a diffuse light. I prefer spotlight. And it can either cast shadows or not. You know, you got all this use image. Oh, I suppose with this, a kind of like let's blur that image a little bit. So it really. And then go into the scene. And look at that. Quite moody. And we just made... Look, my little imp has got casting a shadow on my imp. Hello. Oh. My imp kind of smooshes over stuff as well. It kind of pops into there. No, Stampy's having a nice, relaxing... being an author. Relaxing, as if. Right, so there's that. Now, let's exit that creation. Let's just save it. As my creation. I'm not really bothered how it is at the moment. And then I'm going to show. Someone asked for Dream surfing. So let's have a look. Why did I write pin? Let's just scroll up, see what people asked for, because I forgot almost immediately. I think it was Jake who made a suggestion. Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty. Rick. Jeez, Rick. Oh boy, Rick. Rick. There he is. Done. Rick and Morty. Pickle Rick. It's Pickle Rick. Okay. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Let's possess. Oh, yeah, continue. Play that again. Okay, so... yes. I'm Big Rick! So that's amazing. Oh no. What's this one down here? So good. So clever. Let's scroll down. That imp is absolutely adorable. Let's show you other imps as well. Exit creation. And I'll show you some of the kind of other things. So obviously this is me, the common people. And obviously it's sort of tracking what you do. Like, I've played a little bit, I've designed a bit, I've done a ton of art, I've done a little bit of animation, I've done a little bit of audio, mainly with Django, and I've done a little bit of curation, which is basically just like, I like this, I like that, I like that other. My current passion is art. Okay, so I'm a big purple thing over there. I can customise my imp. Look at those big, adorable eyes. And I'm hoping we can customise them more in the future. I don't think this has had a lot of work done, because currently we can do the imp carousel. So we can get kind of sports imp. The devil. I'm a devil. I quite like this yellow one, which is quite nice. And so you can exit that, you can have that. Or what about my imps? Oh, I've only got a yellow one. So I'm hoping that in the future we'll be able to kind of imp surprise. What should we... Oh my gosh, yes! Look at that boy. I'm an imp surprise. So that's the sort of remixed imp with a little tail as well, which is quite delightful. Mr. Meeks. I'm swinging. Look at this. Whee! That is adorable. So you can kind of have different imps and sort of feel that it's personalised as well. We can kind of see kind of photos that I've created. So I made some. I've taken photographs of stuff that I like. Oh, we made a car, which was really early on. We made someone made a donut, and the imp actually sits in the middle of the donut, which is really cool. So these are the ones that I made on this machine. It's weird because these are saved locally, not on the cloud. Most things as well are saved on the cloud. Potter, stamp collector, start decorating. So you can get latest imp quests. I'm not too sure how they all work, but I'm sure in the proper version it'd be amazing. So back to dream surfing. I wonder what else people have created. Oh look, there's a pool game. Right. Pop. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh no, like I actually nearly put my... Right, let's try doing it. Oops. How am I doing that? just pure luck, I suppose. Rotates the Q. Oh, R1 rotates the Q. That's to push pull Q. And R3 toggles down. Oh, right, I see. That's quite excellent. Not really... Oh man, something's gone wrong. Something's gone wrong. That's awesome. Ink quests let you unlock more imps. Oh, so you know all about it then, Triple A. That's awesome. Yeah. I did wonder. Right, dream surfing. One more thing, and then I'm going to go and go something to eat. So, what do people want me to look at? I'll have another one look at something. Let's have a look at kind of the most... We're looking at most liked at the moment. Look at yourself. Visceral is quite... Someone made PlayStation Home. Remember PlayStation Home, ladies and gentlemen? Look at it. Remember it. Someone's remade it in Dreams. Crazily. I do like the puppeteering, though, part of it. So what we're seeing now is the figure, the sort of default figure that you can get in Dreams, which is kind of this... you know those figures you get when you're learning to draw figures in art school. It's kind of like that. It's like an art school figure, and of course you can change the look of it, and that's how people have made all sorts of stuff. So there's a sort of inbuilt, baked-in animation that kind of is associated with it. This is looking nice. So I remember the nice thing about kind of being part of this community is that you can see what people have been doing, and I can't get over that. I don't know why. There's some invisible force preventing me from going into the from going in there. You can see what people have been up to, so we can kind of see how people's passions and where they've kind of been going with it. Media Molecule made this, the Dreamiverse Dash, and I might embarrass myself by playing it. Okay, ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Jump! Oh, sausages! Boing! There we go. So this is... Oh man, my time's going to be terrible. Okay. Come on! Okay, come on. Oh, come on. No, don't die! Damn it. Don't die. Bum 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 bum. Do I go? Let's. Oh, sausage! No. Okay. Don't touch the electrical things. Oh, sausage! One more go down the difficult. Down the difficult. Okay. Let's go the long way round. Boom, boom, boom. Oh gosh. I suspect you can probably jump. Come on. So it's... Okay. See, we'll get there in the end. But obviously, as you can see, this has all been made in Dreams, yeah? Boom. Get the fastest time possible. Let's see what we've done. I like it. Exit creation. Do we see? Everything's got a scoreboard, so you can actually see my friends. I probably ain't got any friends. Player 1. So you can attach scoreboards to it, and also world record. It's like the longest time ever. I think in the future, I mean, obviously, for multiple player stuff and things like that, that's going to be kind of included. I have seen some multiplayer stuff already, but yeah, it's difficult to implement right now because obviously it's in beta, and it's a closed beta at that. What other kind of cool games are there? There is this one, which is like a first-person shooter, and it's pretty cool. How do I press? How do I start? Alright, okay. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, you poor thing. Look at those hands in the dirt. I like the fact, look, my gun has like a... Oh my gosh, he doesn't look friendly. Oof. That was a bit scary. I'm in a world of giant hands. I'll give you a hand. Look at this red grass. Oh, cheap! What the hell? Someone firing at me. This little sausage. As you see, oh, it's actually got a, an aim, a kind of. I'm learning how to play it. Oh, it's got melee as well. I know, right? I'm like the friendliest person. I'm terrible at first-person shooters. My only real game at the moment I'm playing, like, kind of, like, is... Whoa, something's behind me! Your neck! No, stop it! Stop it! You two. Enough! Stop! Die! Die with this gun! Look at my arm! Not fair! I came to this planet in peace! Alright? Nuz. Just because I'm stealing your resources and colonising your planet you don't want me to colonise. Yeah, you got a bit of a problem. This game yeah, it's going to give me nightmares, totally. Do I get burnt on this bit of... Look at my body! Oh, tiny little legs. And my foot. It's this game. It's going to give you all nightmares, so we should all just stop playing it right now. There's a lot of games like that, actually. Like, this one's terrifying. I'm not even going to take you in that one. Then there's really, 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 really difficult games. Oh, that one's nice. Where's the other one? There was one that was really, really amazing, and I can't remember what it was called. Maybe it will be linked in with this one. Similar games, similar creations. That's what we want to find out. There was one, and it was like you were kind of like this robot thing, and it had this sweet animation where it kind of rolled itself up. Solid Gears. Solid Gears are metal. Visceral. No. Oh, well, we'll end with this one because this one's just amazing. Because you think, well, it's, you know, Dreams alright. It's, you know, it's not like a AAA game, or is it? Or is it? Yes, yeah. People are going to make amazing stuff in Dreams, and you know, it's going to be absolutely bonkers. Okay, come on then. That's a long disclaimer. Right. It's very dark. Oh, there we go. Look at this. What? How good is this? It always starts with an ominous lift to some deserted, you know, spaceship. But isn't it beautifully designed? Remember, people have been playing this for a month. A month. Hello. What? Here I am. Hello. So he's tracking me. He's gonna follow me around. Look, if I move around, this little sausage. Hi. Hi. A month, people. A month. Are we ready? Should we go? Something weird's going on. We better hurry. I totally agree with you. Hurry up then. Let's go. Is it through this door? I'm guessing. Thank you. You type in that. Boop, 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 boop. So someone has animated all this, built it all, coded it all. How, robot? Gender neutral robot, how? Actually, you've got a little bit of a singular eye there, a bit of a Dalek brain. Maybe you're a Dalek. Isn't it stunning? So this one has been featured, I think, on. What happened to the door then? Oh, have I got to go near it? That might explain it. The old space doors. So this is again that was like the hangar entrance is locked. Oh, you've got a funny voice. Can we get through there? Looks like we're gonna have to open it manually in the control room. Is the control room over here? Is it down here? The control on the left side. I'll go through. Look at these doors though. I love these doors. This reminds me of like you know that there's that Aliens game. But look at the design, just the design of this stuff. I mean, I know it's modular, but it's some serious talent.
Why did it stop?
Why did what stop?
The print stop.
Oh, I stopped the printer.
Why?
Anyway, I'm going to go, ladies and gentlemen. So, thank you very much for watching my stream. Do look out for other streams as well. I'll be doing some more stuff this afternoon, hopefully. And I'll be probably sculpting and probably doing some more creative stuff rather than kind of like isn't it amazing kind of stuff. So we'll be doing a bit more creative stuff. Actually, let's have a look at you properly because you've got I might look at some Star Wars stuff because there's some really lovely stuff. There's like Darth Vader, R2D2, all that kind of stuff, which is really lovely. So thanks very much, and I'll see you all guys later. So I better stop the stream somehow. All right, take care. Thank you very much, Lava Man. Thank you very much, AAA, as well, for kind of jumping in and sorting out. And obviously, thanks, Stamps. Be really interested to have a chat with you, Stampy, if you're still on later on. Until next time, thank you and goodbye.